Yesterday I was having a conversation on Facebook with an acquaintance of mine who is a big prepper. Now the topic of the conversation was items that you should stock up on so that you can use in a barter economy after society collapses or in a situation where there's no rule of law. Now I'm not a person who really believes in, society is going to collapse. You know, everybody runs around like, the economy's right on the brink. Well, people have been saying that since the 1800s. People dueled over it in the 1800s, even public officials. So I don't put a lot of credence in that whole, society's about to collapse thing, but it's still fun to talk about sometimes. Now, one of the things I find most interesting when we talk about things like this is there are some people that seem to think that as soon as society collapses or as soon as the economy collapses, we're going to immediately go to a barter society. So you need to have these things to trade. Well, I don't think it's very likely that we're going to go immediately to a barter society after the economy collapses. In fact, right afterwards, it's not going to be a barter society. It's going to be all hell breaking loose. It's going to be people taking what they can take. It's going to be survival of the fittest. Now, we may eventually evolve back into a barter society, but that's not going to be the case at first. And by the time we evolve into a barter society, you're pretty much going to have used up everything you've stocked for use for you and your family. Now, I'm not saying don't stock up, because I believe everyone should be well stocked on food and supplies, etc., to be able to survive a bad time, be it just an environmental disaster or an economic collapse. So have the things you need, but this idea that you're going to be able to trade it easily afterwards, that's probably not very likely. So to answer the question of what things should we stock up on for a barter society after the collapse, my answer is always the same thing. It's bullets. Because the fact is, in a society without the rule of law, bullets are going to be worth their weight in diamonds. In fact, they're going to be worth way more than diamonds. If someone comes to me and I have food and water and shelter, maybe chickens, etc., and they try to trade something to me like diamonds or gold or cash, etc., I'm going to be like, hey, if I can't eat it, drink it, wipe my ass with it, or it, I don't want it. Bullets, on the other hand, are going to be able to be traded for anything you need, either in bulk or one at a time, if you know what I mean. So like I say, always be prepared, be stocked up, have the things you and your family are going to need if there's an emergency. But if your thoughts are, I want something I can trade if society completely collapses, get bullets. Because bullets are not only going to be able to be traded for anything you need, they're going to be able to get you anything you need one way or another. They're also going to be able to make sure that you can keep those things once you have them.